Hey, yo, what up, my peeps? You know, there's a lot of people, man, that ask me all the time, hey, Rob, you go to the gym. How did you start working out, bro? What made you start working out? Well, it's a long story, bro. You know what I mean? I'm going to share it with you guys, bro, because I want to motivate other people that's been through the same shit that I've been through. You know what I mean? And it all started, man. I was in a dark place. I was like going through a lot of shit emotionally, mentally, man. And I was just eating and eating and eating, dude. And I remember I got to 305 pounds. I was really big, dude. And I didn't even know I was diabetic either, dude. And then after that, man, I got really sick. Like my A1C was really high. I don't know if you guys know what that is, man. So my A1C, like a normal person, bro, is between like I believe like 5 or 6, between like 6 and 7. My shit was at 19, bro. So my whole body was shutting down. Back in those days, I was like 32, 33. And yeah, man, I was 305 pounds, man, really big. My knees were hurt, my back would hurt, like my heart would hurt. I would fucking sweat at night, man, and all that shit, dude. So one day I got really sick, dude. And I started throwing up and all that. And I went to the doctor, dude. And at the doctor, that's when they were like, hey, no, we're going to do some blood tests on you. We're going to do this on you and blah, 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 blah. So I said, all right, man, I was ignorant to all that shit, dude. So I was like, I'm just going to go home. And that's it. So they started doing me a whole bunch of tests. My A1C was 19, like I said. My body was shutting down. Everything, man. I was dying, dude. Like literally dying. Like we going to the doctor, like saved my life, dude. And then I remember I was there at the doctor, man. And I stood there for like 2 weeks, man, because I got a real bad infection. And then I was there for like 2 weeks. And I remember my doctor, man, that he's still my doctor to this day. I remember he was like, look, Robert, I'm going to talk to you because I like you. I'm gonna talk to you real, not like a patient. I said, okay. He says, life is hard, but sometimes we make it even harder. I said, yeah, I know that. He says, look, man, all you have to do is just work out, go to the gym, change the way you eat, and and your life is gonna change. And back in those days, man, I was drinking sodas, dude, like fucking early in the morning, bro. Like I remember I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be having breakfast, man, pop a Coke, drink that shit. I'll be thirsty, drink another one and another one, and you know what I mean? I'll just be eating like some shit that I knew that it was fucking bad for me, dude. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, going back to the room with the doctor, he was like, look, man, you're young, you're in your early 30s. That was back in the days, not right now. He says, you're young, you're like in your early 30s, man. And he goes, I'm gonna be real with you. You have a daughter that's young. If you die right now, well, your wife is gonna remarry. Another guy's gonna come and lay in your bed. I was like, what the fuck? He says, your daughter's young too, so she probably called him dad. And all the hard work that you did and all the hard time that you invested, man, is gonna go down the drain. All you have to do is take care of yourself, bro. That's it. You know what I mean? He says, I could shove you down a whole bunch of pills and I could give you this and that, but all you have to do is lose weight. You're 305 pounds. Your A1C is out of control. Your body's out of control. It's asking for help. You know what I mean? So I'm helping you and I'm giving you the truth. All you have to do is that. I don't see you as a patient. I see you as a friend because you're a nice guy. That's what the doctor told me. So I said, all right, man. I stood there thinking about it. And then it's like, I believe in God. I believe in all that, man. I believe that stuff happens for reasons, dude. And so I remember I came from the doctor and I was healing. They had me on a whole bunch of shit, dude. And I remember I was healing. And right after I healed, I had to go back to the doctor, dude. And when I went back to the doc, they were like, hey, you know what? Your insurance, we just found out that your insurance covers going to the gym. So what? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like it covers, you could go to any gym you want that accepts this program. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? They were like, yeah. So do you want it? I said, yeah. Yeah, I do want it, man. And so I remember, man, I went. The next day I went to 24 Hour Fitness, where it's my gym now. And I remember I went in there, dude. And I was like so intimidated. I was like scared, dude, like real shit. Because I seen all these dudes in there, bro, fucking buffed the fuck up. I seen all this shit right there, and here I come, dude. Fat dude, you know what I mean? Like, don't know shit about the gym, never hit the gym, never did none of that shit, dude. You know what I mean? Just recently coming out of the fucking doctor, bro. You know? And I was like, fuck. So I remember I just went in there and got on the bike. To this day, if you guys go in my videos on TikTok or fucking YouTube, bro, YouTube, Instagram, y'all could see my whole journey. And I still use that bike to this day. And I remember I got on that bike, and I remember I went with a fucking Pro Clubs fucking hoodie, put the hoodie on, I had my hat on. I didn't want nobody to see me because I thought people were gonna laugh at me because I was this fat dude, you know what I mean, working out and shit. And I remember I was just in there, dude, just working out. I went 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you know what I mean? And then I remember I went for 5 days. And there was this dude that I still, man, his name is Marcus, man, Marquise. He has a gym on wheels, man. Go check him out. He's a cool ass dude. And I remember him, he took me under his wing, and he was like, look, bro, I see you constantly here, man. I see you every day, man. That shit's gonna pay off. You know what? What do you know about working out? And I said, man, look, I don't know nothing. He goes, look, man, do this and do that and do this. So he was like kind of showing me a little bit of stuff, and I appreciated that shit. So I remember I was just like doing that, but I was doing legs most of the time. You know what I mean? Because I had fucked up my leg, and I was doing legs, so I was trying to get it a little bit better. And then after that, man, I remember there was this dude named Eric. He used to work there. He doesn't work there no more. Now that dude does UFC and all that, man. Cool ass dude, Eric, man. And I remember he was working at the front desk for 24 hours, man. And I remember I was like, it was like my second week, dude. And I was like, hey, man, hey, do you think I'll be able to lose weight, dude? You know what I mean? Like, I just want to know somebody that made it. And this dude tells me, look, man, I was bigger than you at one time. I said, get the fuck out of here. He says, nah, man, I was. And he started showing me pictures of how big he was and how small he got. And I was like, holy shit. And I was like, bro, if you could do it, I could do it. You know what I mean? So that motivated me a little bit more. You know what I mean? It was like the universe was setting me up with these people that went through the same journey I went through. You know what I mean? And after that, I was like, all right. So that motivated me. I started following him on Instagram. I started seeing his stories, started seeing his progress. And I was like, okay. So I started like kind of copying his workout. After that, dude, there was this dude named Chris. He came up to me and he was like, what you working on, bro? And I was like, oh, I'm working arms today. And he's like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, what kind of arms? And he showed me some exercises to do too. And he told me the same thing. He was a big dude and it took him like 2 years to get fit and that I could do it. He was like, the universe was putting all these people, man, that went through the same shit I went through, that lost that weight, and like the universe was just putting, telling me, look, you could do it. You could do it. All you have to do is just discipline yourself, and you could do it. You could achieve it. You know what I mean? He showed me how to do a bunch of other shit, man. And I was like, hell yeah, man. He showed me how to do shoulders, fucking triceps, biceps, a whole bunch of fucking shit, right? And then after that, there was this girl that started going to the gym a lot. And she was like, hey, man, you know what I noticed? That you do legs, chest, arms, and all that. But you never do abs. You should start doing abs. And I was like, really? How do you do that? Like, I'm going to show you. She showed me a whole bunch of shit on how to do abs and how to do all that. So I was like, okay. So all that motivated me, dude. And time went by and by and by. And I just started doing it. I started seeing the progress. I started liking it. I started like enjoying it, dude, because it becomes part of you. It changes you. It doesn't just change your body. It changes how you fucking think. You know what I mean? And I was in my progress, bro. I was doing good, losing that weight and all that. When years went by, like 2 years went by, man. I lost some weight. I think I had lost like 60 pounds. And I was doing good. Out of nowhere, man, my breathing started getting heavier and heavier, dude. And I couldn't fucking breathe. I'll be at the bike, I couldn't breathe. At nighttime, and I had already lost weight. I already been at the gym for like 2 years, so I already lost weight. My A1C was already low. My diabetes was fucking controlled. It is controlled and all that. So I was like, oh, well, that's my heart. And then I started fucking throwing up, man, and throwing up. I remember when my girl was like, you're right. I went to the ER. They did a fucking quick fucking test on me. And they were saying that my heart was clogged. That it was only working 20%, dude. That if I didn't get an emergency triple bypass surgery, that I was gonna die, that I wasn't gonna make it past 2 weeks. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no fucking way, dude. I was like, no way. Bam. It took 4 days. Bam. They did my surgery. Triple bypass. 12 hours. I was gone. Machines were breathing for me. When I came back, I still had that, man, mentality. I gotta go back to the gym. I still had that goal. I still had that. That drives you, bro. When you have a destination where you want to do something in life, bro, nothing stops you. You know what I mean? Like, your mind is automatically like, okay, we're gonna heal. We're gonna go this, and we're gonna go through this, but we're gonna make shit happen. And I healed, bro. I healed. They told me I had to take like probably like a year off, that I was gonna heal like in a year and a half. 6 months later, I was at the gym. Bam, but I wasn't going hard, but I was, you know what I mean? I was over there doing, I could only do, I do like an hour cardio. Before, when I got out of my heart surgery, dude, I could only do like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So I would just be there 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and I had to get strong again, you know what I mean? Because I felt like I had a brand new heart, because now it's pumping 100%. Before, it was only working 20%, you know what I mean? And I was working out hard, per hard, bro. You know what I mean? So now I had to think about it, and I was like, okay. Slowly, I started getting my progress back. Slowly, I started coming back, bro. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm back again. I'm back where I'm supposed to be. I'm working out. I started seeing the progress again, because I lost a lot of muscle after my fucking surgery. And then, coming out of my doctor's office, a lady hits my car. All this is in 1 year, bro. Hits my car. Bah! Fucks up my back. Fucks up my leg. Now I gotta go back to another surgery, dude. Now I have to go back to heal. And guess what, buddy? I healed. I walked with a limp. I lost my balance a little bit after my heart surgery and after my leg surgery. But after I healed, guess what, buddy? I'm still at the fucking gym. You know why? Because I don't fucking quit. You know why? Because I set goals, bro, and I'm gonna reach that shit, dude. So no matter what obstacles threw at me, I went through them. Last year was one of the hardest years of my life, bro. You know what I mean? But I went through it. Why? Because I'm a fucking go-getter, bro. Because I don't bitch and I don't complain, dude. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying this, bro, not to show off or nothing, man. But I'm just saying that if you're going through shit in life, go through it, bro. Don't quit. You know what I mean? Sometimes shit happens to you just to make you stronger, bro. Like 100%. Because I even told the doctor, how can I get a heart surgery? Man, I be going to the gym. I eat right. You know what I mean? I lost 85 pounds. And I'm like, why? And he says, because it's all that stuff that you put in your body before that you damaged it. And it came back. So no matter if you try to fix it right now, the damage was done, so it came back. And we fixed the problem. You know what I mean? So that's why I always say in my videos, dude, you could run from your problems, dude, but they're gonna catch up and they're gonna fuck you over, bro. You know what I mean? And my friend was telling me today, he was like, Rob, what is one thing, bro, that you feel that you didn't take advantage, or you didn't appreciate, or you didn't value? And I told him my health and time. You know what I mean? Like real shit. Like, you don't appreciate something in life until you're about to lose it, bro. Until it's like about to be too late. And then you feel like, fuck. You know what I mean? So if you're going through something in life, bro, just go through it. You'll be alright. Be strong. Be consistent on what you want. Discipline yourself, dude. And be strong mentally, dude. Because if you're weak here, your body's going to be weak. And no matter what you go through, you're going to crumble, bro. You know what I mean? Like real shit, man. Like even my girls, my sisters, my mother, they tell me like, when I was going through all this shit, bro, and I was still positive, I was still making videos to motivate others, even though I was going through bullshit and I was fighting for my fucking life, bro. You know what I mean? It's because I don't let bad times fuck up my life. You know what I mean? Because bad times don't last forever, bro. But good times, do. You make shit happen, bro. You know what I mean? Bad shit comes here, man, to teach you. Bad shit comes here over here, man, to level you up, bro. And I've been through a lot of bullshit, bro. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, and I'm still here. Why? Because it's the reason I'm here. It's the reason I survived. There's a lot of people that quit, bro, with one small little obstacle in life. But not me, dude. You know what I mean? So just keep going in life, man. Don't quit. Don't give up. You know what I mean? Like, know why and for who you're fighting for, man. You know, and always said that, and always keep going, dude. You know what I mean? And stop talking about it and be about it. Like, change your life, dude. Like, I see a lot of people, bro, like on TikTok, Instagram, making videos of them eating and grubbing, like, just to get likes. But, boy, your health is more important, bro, than fucking likes. You feel me? When you're in the fucking hospital, bro, and you're almost about to die, and the real ones are there, your family, bro, you put a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that shit hurts them, bro, because we don't really realize when we're fucking up. Like, I didn't realize when I was eating and like, you know what I mean? I was grubbing and just eating, bro, and I was getting fat. I never thought, like, one day I was going to end up in the hospital with my chest fucking wide open, bro, just because of the shit that I was fucking eating. And I was, you know what I mean? And I could have died, and who would have taken care of my daughter? Who would have taken care of my girls? You feel me? Like, you don't think about shit when you're fucking up. Or you think about it, oh, yeah, you think about the moment. You don't think about the consequences and who you're hurting by the stupid shit that we're fucking doing. You know what I mean? Like, real shit, man. And that's the reason why, like, to this day, I thank the doctor, bro, that sat there and told me straight up how it was, dude. He didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't try to shove more pills down my throat. He didn't try to, none of that. He just told me straight up, lose some weight or you're going to die. It's that simple, bro. You know what I mean? And I did it, bro, and I've been through a lot, and it made me stronger. You know, I could have quit a long time ago. Even my friends at the gym, bro, people that see me, people that know my story, people that saw me come back from surgery after surgery after surgery, bro. And they're like, I would have quit, man. Like, you really have a willpower. I have my daughter to fight for, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if I die, who's going to take care of my girl, bro? Who's going to take care of my daughter? Who's going to walk her down the aisle, bro? You know what I mean? Like, that's my job. So I had to change my life. You know what I mean? So I know, like, you know, I make a lot of videos and I say that you got to change your life. You got to do this, you got to do, yeah, it's hard. But it's worth it, dude. I changed my fucking life completely, bro. Like, completely, man. I changed the way I eat. I even changed the way I fucking carry myself. I let go of a lot of people, bro, that wasn't good for me mentally. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people say, oh, you are what you eat. You are what you watch. You are who you hang around with, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be fucking positive and hang around with a whole bunch of negative motherfuckers, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude. You have to change your life. You have to be tired of being tired, bro. I was tired of being fat. I look at the pictures right now, dude. I mean, my old pictures, dude. 305 pounds, bro. I remember, dude, and I was sick. I was going through a lot of shit, bro. And it sucks that I fucked myself up. But I'm also happy that I got a second chance, man. Because this is a third chance. Because there's a lot of people, dude, that don't get that, man. You know, I went through a heart surgery, accident, leg surgery, back surgery. Told me I wasn't going to walk again. But I did it, dude, because I believed in myself. Nobody knows how strong you are. Nobody knows the fight you have, bro, but you. You know what I mean? Like, real shit, man. So whoever's watching this, and you're tired of your life how it is, you have the power, man. You could change. You know what I mean? Nobody else could change for you but you. You don't like how you're living? You don't like where you're going? Change it, man. Do it for you. Do it for your family. Do it for your kids. Do it for the ones that have been there for you since day one, bro. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, there's only one word that's important. 4 words. 1 letter. Your life. You know what I mean? So take care of your life, bro. Take care of you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, bro, we try to take care of everybody. We forget to take care of the most important thing. That is us. Because without us, ain't shit popping, bro. You know what I mean? So take care of yourself, man. I've been through hell and back, but I ain't quit. Why would I quit when I was in hell? I would have just burned. I walk right out, bro, with gasoline boots on. You know what I mean? And I make shit happen, bro. I thank God that I got a second chance. I thank God that know what I mean? That I went through the shit that I went through because it saved my life, bro. Because I was going down the hill fast. And your big dog, I wouldn't have been here, dude. I would have been gone. But thank God that God showed me good people. That God showed me the light, and that I was just put in the right place with the right people that showed me what to do and how to do shit, bro. And now, like at the gym, I try to show others. I try to motivate people by doing this kind of videos, bro. Why? Because if I could just, so one person could hear me out, bro, it could change their life, bro. You know what I mean? With that being said, man, thank you. I really appreciate you guys, man. Subscribe, like, and comment on my shit, man.